So welcome back guys. Today we are going to start with our new practical, that is Linux command part 2. Linux commands part 1 we have already done with this video. I have last uploaded this video only. The next we are going to start with the Linux commands part 2. This is the fifth practical of your operating system. This is FY BSc IIT SEM 1's practical. So guys, today we are going to start with these commands, the part 2 Linux commands part 2. So let's start. So your first command is ps command, that is a short for process status. It is basically a command line utility which is used to display or view the information related to the processes running in the Linux system. In short, you can understand that it is something that shows you the information of the currently running processes. Okay, so let's get started. Let's perform these practicals. As I have shown you into the last practical also, you will get this window when you'll power on your machine. You have to click on it, you have to put your password, and then you will get your desktop. You have to then open the terminal like this, and you have to just simply type ps, enter. See, two things are working, that is a bash, and you have just ran a ps command with the pid it is showing to you. In which terminal, when you will open first terminal, it will show you pts/0. When you will open second terminal, it will show you pts/1. These all things are actually not in your syllabus. This is just an extra information. The only thing you have to get it here is ps is the command that will show you the information of the currently running processes in your Linux system. Okay, so let's go with the next command. The next command is a top command. This command is usually this command is also for showing you the running processes. This will but also allows you to change the priority of the commands according to you or the requirement, using the nice value. See, using the nice value you can change the priorities of the processes running. You can also create a new process and then you can change its priority, and you can kill the process also. So let's perform this practical also quickly. So just you have to simply type top, just a second, top, enter. You can see these all commands are running. See, top is also the command that is top is also the process that is running. First you have to stop the refreshing. For that you have to press D, the delay in refreshing. So put it 1000 here and press enter. So after 1000 seconds, the command will get the priorities will get refreshed. Then you want to change your priority, then press R. To change your priority, please press R. Please note down these points guys. Then see, highest priority, first I'll let you know. Highest priority is highest priority is -20, and least priority is 19. Okay, so you can change the priority accordingly according to the requirement. And okay, I'll do first this. So I'll you have to first it will ask for PID number, that is process ID number. These are the process IDs number. I will change the priority of top command only. So 2081, the top process is 2, contains the priority PID as 2081. Then enter. Now it will ask for the renice value of to what you want to change the priority. I will go for 19 and enter. So you can see when you will refresh, you can manually refresh by using A. Okay, so you will do A. You can see the priority is changed. Here you can see it is 19 now. Okay, so we change the value. Again, if you want to change the value, you have to press R. Then you have to specify the PID again and then enter. Then it will ask for the value. I will put -20 now and enter. Okay, so now it's done. You can Okay, just a second, it's not working. R2081, I think I have not logged in as a root, so this is happening. See, minus 20 permission denied. Yeah, I have not logged in as a root, so because of that it is happening. First I have to log in with the root, so then only I'll be able to perform these commands. Always try to log in with root, otherwise some of the commands will be not permitted to you to perform. So what I'll do is, I'm root now, then I'm going for this top command. Then all you have to do is perform the delay first to 1000 seconds, and then you can see the top command ID is this. Now you have to press R, then you have to put on the ID and then enter, then minus 20, enter. See, now the permissions, as I am root now, it has given me the permission, and here the priority is changed. Okay guys, so now let's kill the command. So for killing the command, we have to press K. Okay, now we have to put down the ID to kill which process we want to kill, not command. Okay, process, which process we want to kill. So top process we want to kill, 2128. Okay, so press enter. Now it will ask for the signal. Now we have two signals guys, for killing process. Wait, for killing the process we have two signals. Force, if you want to kill forcefully, the signal is 15, and if you want to kill gently, sorry, then you have to put 9. Okay, so let's try this. I'll first kill gently, so I'll press 9, enter. So it has killed the top command. Now see, when you'll refresh, it has killed the top command. It will not work now guys. See, it's not working. It's not in the top command. We are not in the top command now. So again, see, difference between killing the gently and killing forcefully is that gently will allow you to complete your currently running process, currently running work, and forcefully will not allow you to finish that process to complete their currently running work. It will just terminate in between. Okay, so let's try kill forcefully. So where is the top command? Okay, at the highest priority it is, sorry, it's at the top. Where it is now? Yeah, here it is, here it is. So 2129, what we'll do is first delay 1000, otherwise it will go up and down again and again, no, so we do delay. Okay, 1000 seconds delay. We'll press K because we want to kill now, and after pressing K you have to put down the ID of the process you want to kill, and you have to press 15 now, enter. See, before we were coming here, now it has came here. Okay, so hope you guys are getting me. Now what we'll do is, if you want to see the background running processes, simply you have to put bg. Now very simple commands you have now in this practical. Bg, see, bash bg, no current background running jobs you have. Okay, when you will be having the background running jobs, then only it will work. Fc, foreground running jobs, if you will set jobs, no, jobs that starts automatically and perform the jobs. There are many things related to jobs. This is also a separate topic, entirely a separate topic, you will get to know in the further semesters. So see, no, for foreground running jobs as well we have. So then if you want to see the date and time, if you want to see date and time, so you have to just simply put date, you will get the current date and time. See, date, enter, see, current date and time. Okay, so the next command is who am I. Who am I command, it is used to let you know who is currently logged in. Okay, just form it and let you know who am I. Sorry, who am I, enter, see. Who is currently logged in means as which user I am currently using the currently using. Just a second, here is some mistake. Who am I will let you know who is currently logged into the system, and who am I without space will let you know that who is currently using the system. I am currently logged in as Bhavna. As you remember, first I was not getting any permission to perform any command, many commands, because those were high privileged commands, so it is allowed to only the root user to perform. So as I have logged in with Bhavna, I switched my user to the root, and then I performed these commands, and it is working well. Now you can see as which user I am currently working. For that to know, I will write who am I without space, and when I write who am I, it will show Bhavna. See, it is showing Bhavna. Okay, so I have logged in with Bhavna as a user. Okay, so the next command is to check the version of OS. So to check the version of OS, you have to simply put the command uname -a. Uname -a. It's a typo. Okay, yeah. See, it is showing you the complete version and information of their your current OS. Okay, so the last command we are left with is to get more info about a command. Man is used. How to use? Let's see its syntax. First you have to type man. First let me clear the screen. For that what we do, we just press the control key of your keyboard. Plus means not plus, with the control key you have to press L, it will clear your screen. Okay, so the thing you have to do is you have to press man, and then you have to go with the command whose information you want to get. So uname, let's get its information, that the command that we have ran recently, we'll get its information now. You will press enter. See, the command name, it's a user command, and its name is uname, and print the system information. These are the options for it. It will print the network node host name. R will print the kernel release. A will print every information that we have used currently. So these all things are there. Okay guys, so hope you guys understood this practical as well. We are done with the Linux commands practical part 2. There is the fifth practical of your operating system. We'll do the further practicals also. Mostly we are done with the operating system practical. The thing we are left with is using the notepad and paint files and wordpad. If you guys want those practicals also, please mention in the comment section below. I'll do it. Otherwise I'm not thinking of performing it, because most of you what actually everyone is nowadays known how to run with the notepad, wordpad and paint applications. So if it is required, I'm not saying it is a permanent thing that everyone is known about it, but if it is required, I'll surely provide the video for it. So hope you guys understood this practical. If you understood it, please guys like, share and comment below. Like, share and subscribe my channel. If you want to get the further notifications for the videos I'm uploading, please press the bell icon. So meet you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye guys, have a good day.